girl GiGi. Broadcasting from the city that you call LV. LNG with the T. Coming straight with your man Boogie and your girl GiGi. Broadcasting from the city that you call LV. Take your time in the city and lights. Now here we go. Yo.
You didn't do it. You took too long, so I did it for you.
So I gave her a shot. And in my opinion, she failed. You failed the people.
Your baby failed.
You were supposed to give him that Denzel, Eva Mendes something.
But I don't know what that means. Their laugh,
You
like
don't-
the Denzel, like Training Day Denzel.
I mean, is there another Denzel?
There's a lot of different Denzels depending on, but that's a good Denzel.
There can be only one.
Anyways, moving on.
We are actually going into a topic where that is going to come up.
Oh yeah.
'Cause what? You don't know? Whatever.
I do. Yes, I do. Did I? Obviously, I knew. I'm the one that brought up Training Day. Like I would know.
Yeah, but then you asked us. I mean, that is.
There's different Denzels.
No, that's the Denzel. That's the.
That's the Denzel.
Yes, sir. My nigga.
That's the. I mean.
Sure.
Man.
If you say there's a lot of different
Okay.
characters he's played that are good too.
Whatever.
But that's a good one.
Whatever. All right.
I like me some Denzel Washington.
Okay. Well, this is.
I liked him
episode...
in Man on Fire.
That's a good one.
It's a good one too. Anyways.
Well, this is episode 3. Bing.
Season 2.
Season 2 still? Feels like it's been longer than that. I don't know. So today's topic, we gonna be talking about what do we say? I don't like cultural differences.
It's not that one. I don't even know. We're gonna title it "If You Grew Up in a Ethnic Household."
Ethnic household. ...
You know these things, or So I'll be discussing what it's like to have grown up in a Latin household. I mean, I feel like a lot of people can relate. Like, there's just things that like other Latinos talk about, and I'm like, yeah, that's how it is in my house too. So I'm just gonna speak from my experience, but
I mean, isn't
I would
that what we do though?
I would assume that people are going to be able to relate, and then, what will you be doing? Speaking about your experience growing up.
I grew up in a Thomas Jackson house.
Oh, I'm just bad. That's bad humor. I grew up in a black household. There were 6 of us, plus a daycare, so there was like 13 of us. Whatever. You're gonna figure it out early.
Yeah.
It's a black household. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous.
So this is, I mean, whatever we do say, it's like I said, it's our experiences. This is not to offend anyone, I guess.
No.
Or not
no
to,
offense.
it's supposed to be funny for those that can relate, because
Right.
to me, I mean, I appreciate the way I grew up, like the things that like come with being ethnic or being Latin, and for you being black, and being wherever you come from. You can come from an Arab household, an Asian household. You have those
Right,
the people
right.
that have things. They're just things that come with your culture. Like,
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of people that I grew up with that were from other countries and stuff like that. So me going into their household was a shock.
Right? Yeah.
Like, what?
But if you get together and you all discuss being the same type of culture, you all discuss the way you grew, it's just similarities come up. So
Right.
like I said, no offense to anyone if you take it offensive. Like we said, it's our experiences.
It's our experiences, and it's not a serious topic. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't do serious. I mean, I can, but I mean, enough people are doing serious enough. We just throw curveballs underwater with fish poop.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
Anyway.
So yeah, so go on, because you see, she's got the iPad. So I feel like I'm gonna be interviewed right now. Here we go.
I put a list because I felt like it'll flow better, and then I feel like whatever I go through, then you can you can say your experience on it. So
Now
I'll start off. Go ahead.
no, don't like if I get like a look on my face, it's because it's traumatizing. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna talk about some traumatizing events to you there. But anyways, so I'm gonna start off with just like, you know, the simple things when it comes to kitchen in a Latin household. Starting off with the oven. The oven is not used for oven purposes. The oven just takes up, oven and dishwasher, I would like to say, just take up space. So with that, we use it for space. So if you open the oven, there's pots and pans in there. If you open the dishwasher, because in a Latin household, or at least from my experience, we don't use that. We don't know what that is. We wash dishes. So that's used to put other type of stuff in there. Like my mom has like the chip trays and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you're looking for that, it's in the dishwasher. If you're looking for pots and pans, they're in the oven.
Well, I'm gonna just say it like this: what was a dishwasher? I didn't have one.
Like a lot of households come with them, you know, or like apartments, they come with dishwashers. You know what I mean?
Not where I'm from.
Oh, really?
I mean, dishwashers were me, my brother, my sister, my nieces and nephews, 6 years old.
Yep, that's how it is.
Just soap everywhere.
If you go into the kitchen, you're gonna be put to do manual labor.
And so the stove, right? So the stove, yes, it was for storage.
Yes.
But we all know in a black household what was in the oven in a cast iron pan.
Oil.
Fish oil. Straight catfish oil. Boy, let me tell you something. You put French fries in that thing. If you didn't have a deep fryer, we had a deep fryer, but we also had the pan for the pork chops, the fish fry. It was that oil got used 300 days a year.
You don't waste oil.
I mean,
you have to.
You can't have.
If you have leftover oil, it's still good.
Yeah, but your fish started tasting like chicken, and then your chicken tastes like French fries, and your French fries taste fishy chickeny.
So yeah, I don't know about mixing it.
What about the secret compartment though? The white people call it a broiler. That's the drawer.
Is that what that is?
It's an actual. You can cook in there.
Oh,
I didn't know that until I looked down there and I said, "What's broil mean?" And there was a flame on the top that you can cook under there.
It was just a storage thing.
I thought so too, but you could cook. It was crazy.
I need to look that up.
It was hot. It was hot.
I need to look that up.
Now I don't know. So we got our like stove at like TJ Maxx or something like that. So it could have been like a Maytag versus mixed in with a KitchenAid, mixed in with a we don't know.
Yeah.
But it was like Sony Guts, but it had like Onkyo packaging. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely the stove was, and the dishwasher though.
That didn't exist.
Listen,
I mean, we had them in all our apartments. I grew up in apartments. I didn't have a house.
We had one. We got one later on. But if that dishwasher was not cleared before Mom got home, you get whooped. Oh, I don't care if there was a dish. If you used a dish, there can't be any dishes in the sink or in the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were in the dishwasher, it's because you were filling it up to wash them later after dinner. But if it was all clean and she came home and it was clean, oh man, game over.
Yep.
There's the trauma. You see the trauma? There's trauma.
That was with me and mopping. We had to mop every day in my household.
Man,
if Mom came home and this house was not clean, and I'm like, why do I have to mop every day? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But it had to be mopped. It had to smell like Pine Sol every day that my mom came home. And if you burned something, like when you cooked, and my mom knew, we would put Clorox, we would put everything to try to get rid of that scent. She knew what'd you guys burn? And I was like, it was a piece of toast.
It doesn't even matter, man. That oven burnt everything. You had a drip of potato, a drip of the pizza roll, a drip of it was just burnt. That bottom of that, I don't even want to talk about stuff. Let's stop talking about it.
Anyways, so moving on. Another thing that you can find in Hispanic households would be Tupperware that was originally meant for something else.
Oh, that's matching households.
So that, like the butter.
Oh, Country Crock.
Is never butter in there.
No.
The ice cream tubs.
Neapolitan, the 5-gallon.
Yep. There's always used for something. Like for us, it was frijoles.
It was
you know?
gumbo. It was gumbo for us. It was frozen gumbo.
Ours
or
was,
stew. That was the stew bucket.
yep.
And it always had the ring. It always had the ring. And it
every time. You can't get rid of those things, man. It's like getting like you know that's Tupperware. You can't get rid of that.
That's
That's
good.
just a waste.
I guess. I
You
mean,
gotta
whatever.
reuse it.
Save the
It's
planet.
Just sucks when you're actually looking for butter.
You got your little, hey,
You're
you
opening everything.
You ever had, listen, oh my God, you ever had that moment where you're like, ooh, I got toast, I'm gonna get this butter and everything like, and you go in there
There's no butter.
and you smell stew or you smell frijoles. You're like, we ain't got no butter. Now you got dry toast.
Yeah.
The worst feeling ever.
That's when you learn to make sure you have butter before you toast. Before you put the bread
never
to toast.
learned. Everything in the fridge was suspect through inspection.
Right.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. It doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
So the next thing is whenever you had to wash dishes, you know, you have the the dish soap.
Mm-hmm.
If it has a little bit at the bottom,
Oh, you
it's
put
not a
water in there.
waste. You have
Oh,
to
no.
put water and you shake it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's still good for a couple uses.
I mean, a couple until the end of the week. If it was Monday, that sucker was lasting till Friday, bro. That dawn was
had to be.
bubbly.
Yeah. Has to be used.
I don't know if you've ever tried to wash dishes with just straight bubbles. It don't work very
It
well.
doesn't, but you had to do it.
Remember thinking, oh, this will get rid of all the grease. You just got bubbles. You're like, man, I'm gonna be scrubbing this pan forever. Just,
Yep. You just water.
just bubbly water. It wasn't even soap. You can't even call it soap.
Yep. If my mom ever saw me throw away a dish soap that still had a little bit of something, oh, that's trouble.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
I mean, nowadays dish soap is so cheap. I mean, come on now. Come
No,
on, folks.
it's still
Level up.
It's still trouble. I still put water in mine. Stop.
Level up.
I still
When
put
you
water.
put hand soap in there and then water squirts in your hand, you an adult. You need to get whooped for that.
I still do
Especially when you got like 5 gallons under your sink.
It don't
And that's
matter.
still happening.
That's just what happens when you got culture in you. You don't waste. I don't waste.
Level up.
Nothing. I
Level
hate
up.
throwing away food.
Well, that's food's one thing, but I'm just saying that type of thing, level up.
You don't waste. Toothpaste, you figure out how to get all that toothpaste out of that tube. You don't waste.
Do you cut the top?
I do.
I
I didn't always. I ended up you always have to scrape all that shit out. You gotta make sure that shit comes out.
Yo, cutting the top of the toothpaste where the nozzle is, and then using the actual toothbrush to slide the rest of the toothbrush.
Yep, you use the toothbrush.
And
Still do it to this day.
You had to roll it so the next
Yes.
person using the toothpaste would know that, oh, we really almost out.
Yeah.
Not like we almost out, because we really almost out. 'Cause, use one roll and that's it. That's all you get.
Yep.
Brush that, the front 4. That's it. The rest of your mouth.
You're so stupid.
I'm saying, you had to do it right.
Hey.
You get hurt. You would get hurt using the last of the toothpaste and not telling nobody. You would get hurt in my house. You get hurt.
So the next thing comes with, it's about food. So, for Hispanics, and I don't know, you can go. I don't know why we just don't believe in utensils. So like you use a tortilla to pick up the food. You use French bread in the mornings. We would, you know what I mean? Or your hand. So I'm Salvadorian, and we have pupusas. He's learned what pupusas are now.
Those are delicious.
The right way to eat pupusas is not with the fork. You have to eat with your hands, okay? Little short story sidetracking. I went to El Salvador because I was, born in America and didn't know. Went to El Salvador thinking that I could ask for a fork at a pupusa restaurant, and I was laughed at because they were like, we don't have forks here. Ever since then, after that embarrassment, never ate pupusa with a fork again. Just saying.
I mean, we got smacked in the mouth if we didn't use utensils. Because we
eat everything with our hands.
Nah, we had to have it. I mean, we'd use fork with cereal sometimes if we was too lazy to dig at. So back to the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have 2-sided dish sink, right?
Yeah.
So you had one filled with Clorox water.
No.
For the dirty dish,
Yeah.
and then the clean.
No.
So you would not want to put your hand in that water to find the spoon. You'd use a fork and you scoop out. Scoop out the cereal. At least I did. I was lazy as hell. I was lazy.
I see that.
But that's that was some that. Can you imagine 2 days of that? 2 days of water and then dirty dish
we
in
didn't
there.
do that.
Ugh.
I
You ever
don't know.
smelled the bottom of a trash can that ain't been washed?
Sure.
Oh man, it was like that, only in liquid form. It was gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was gross.
Anyways.
Change that water. And then you had to go on the bottom. You had a Fruit Loop go up your arm.
Ew. That's gross.
And you had to
guys
find the
just,
plug.
Like, leave the dishes like in there in the
For like
water?
overnight. But like, I'm soaking them because it's the hard stuff on there. Everybody make the
Oh.
excuse, and it's nasty. That water is nasty. That water was nasty. Oh.
No.
Okay.
We would do that, but like not overnight. Like you would just let
that
it.
was nasty.
Anyways.
Yeah, that was a problem.
So we'll move on to like household things
Mm-hmm.
or like just the house in general. So we don't believe in security systems. We believe in a pole or a stick.
We couldn't afford security systems except
Well, obviously we couldn't afford them either. But I'm just
Except
saying, even
for-
if we could, we wouldn't have. My mom would have been like, "No."
except for pit bulls. That was that was
no.
our security system.
Ours was a pole. So then the other, like a pole on like the back door or a pole on the windows because you couldn't
Oh,
open
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
you
it
just-
sucks if you were locked out because there's no way of freaking getting in
I
anymore.
mean, honestly, that's a good way to do it.
Yep.
I mean, I still do it to this day.
Yeah.
Like you ain't just gonna pop
And
like
then-
my back door and come in. You're gonna be like,
Right.
ooh, we can. And
It
unless
won't
you can
stop you.
fit in 4 inches, you can't do nothing about that.
So another form of security for us is leaving lights on to people to think that there's someone home.
Oh, well, that people still use that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I still use that. I
There
don't
was
like
always someone home at home, unless we came to Vegas. That was it.
you. But you still left. Do you still leave lights on?
Hell yeah.
You always leave
And the
lights on.
TV.
Security. Oh damn.
We left the TV on, just no sound.
Oh really?
So it looked like, because at nighttime you can see like
You
the
can see, yeah.
flickering and stuff like
Damn.
that. I mean, you know,
That's hella light. I used
okay.
to always think about the light bill.
Come on now. Oh, trust me, we thought about the light bill. That was the month when we went on vacation. The next month we just put something on it. We didn't pay it off. We put something on it.
Oh man. So I don't know if you see. I didn't get hit, but it's like I didn't get hit with this, but it's like a big thing in Latin culture. It's la chancla. Look it up, people, if you don't know what that means.
Gotta look that up. Do your homework.
I wasn't hit with la chancla because my parents went straight to a belt. I got whooped. But is there like a household item that you got hit with that was like the thing?
Everything available. If iPads were available back then, we'd constantly be getting screens fixed. I'm telling you.
Dang.
Yo, so here's my story. So check this out. So when I was younger, I remember messing around with a lighter.
Mhm.
Now we had metal bed frames. So I remember I was sitting on the floor and I was playing Nintendo and I was playing with a lighter. I must have been like 9 or something like that. And 10. I was 10, I remember.
Mhm.
And I started like putting a flame to the metal bed frame and it changed color. Like it got like brown or something. I didn't know. It was cool. And then I wipe it off and I was like, oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So I'm doing that for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Not thinking anything of it. And I swear, I don't remember what happened after that. All I remember was crying on the porch with a hefty bag full of my clothes.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. I am not. I was waiting.
For?
The police, my daddy, either one. Oh, she whooped me with God knows a high heel, extension cord, whatever she got her head. She whooped me to the room till I got my stuff in, and then I was on the porch.
Dang.
Literally. And that was the night I met the cops for the first time. Now, my daddy was a detective, but I didn't know. I was too young to know what he did. But, yo, I had never been disrespected. That was this whole social racism thing. It started back then.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
I'm telling you. Because that was the night I got popped in the face by a cop. Because my mama was like, you better tell him something. And that cop slapped me upside my head.
That's how it used to
And I
be.
was like, ooh, okay. And ooh, boy, let me tell you. So them a la chancla. I got whatever. Like all of this, fair game.
Dang.
Fair game.
Well, speaking about that, because you just thought, like, I don't know if your parents did this, but like, I feel like Hispanic parents threaten you with the police, or like as a child, they're threatening you with like, oh, that man's gonna take you. Like those are like, why are you traumatizing children that way? You get what I'm saying?
I think
like,
that's why.
or that woman's gonna take you. When I was working retail one time, I heard a mom tell like, oh, that woman's gonna take you, and then I was like, I became that woman.
Right.
I was like, I was threatened with that.
Everybody was. I think I was threatened, with the cotton, and it's like, he gonna take me to jail for what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
But nowadays, 8-year-olds know they right, so you can't say that because they.
Stop.
Yo, so check this out. What about having idle threats towards your parents? So like back then, you swear on everything that you would never. I still would never talk to my mama a certain way ever. And my mother is, God rest her soul. I still get scared. My heart starts racing to hear certain things come out of people's mouths about their mama and to their mama. My heart.
Oh yeah, same here. I don't understand it.
The thing that gets me about these generations now, when they say, "You can't touch me, I'ma call CPS." Ooh wee. Now I'm not gonna say which sister. I'm not gonna say.
One of your sisters said that.
She said something like that.
Uh-huh.
So the next thing I know, my sister's in juvenile hall peeling potatoes and washing dishes. She called the police and said, "You better come get her because she's not gonna be, you go find her in a body bag somewhere else. Come get her." And those threats were real.
Dang.
I'm telling you.
The system was different back then.
Oh man, listen. Sometimes I think the system needs to go back to that when it comes to children.
I agree. I will say from experience, I've seen and heard those children, and all I can do is be like,
you can't make threats. You can't make threats to your parents. I don't care. You just can't. Not
but nowadays
school.
These kids are calling on their parents all the time.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I swear, I cannot wait. And ooh.
Look, I didn't know what CPS was growing up. Okay, I'm Hispanic. I didn't know what that was. I always tell people, if you don't know what that is, that's good for you. You shouldn't know what those letters are.
Don't.
But had I known what they were, if I would have threatened, oh no, I would have gone. You
guys would not be seeing me on camera right now. Ever. No way. No freaking way.
We weren't raised to disrespect at all. Like, I think the last time I may have talked back, I was in my teens. You know, like once you become a teenager, you think you're untouchable.
That really don't
count. I talked back to my mom. I got popped. And I was like, dang, I hadn't gotten hit in years. And I was like a teenager, like going on to like the workforce. And I was like, damn, my mom still could pop. My mom still pops me.
Yo,
all right.
So did you get popped or did you get like punched?
Nah, like she didn't even look. She just. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yo, I got another story. Yo.
You got punched by your mama?
No, I didn't get punched. Just hold on a second. But check this out. So speaking of getting popped, I remember one time my mom had a Buick, right? And it sat 5 people. And I was sitting in the front seat. I was a young kid. I was like maybe like 12, 13. And we were coming to Vegas. And I remember my brother was in the back seat and 2 of his friends. My sister was in the front. And I was in the middle in the front. And we were loaded down. So we were driving. And it was hecka foggy. And since I'm in the middle, I got no headrest. So when I fell asleep, my neck was, I'm
one kid that's like,
I'm that kid. I was that kid. So all I remember is I felt wind, like on the bottom of my neck and chin, because I guess my brother said something outside of his neck because he was gonna be tough in front of his friends.
Uh-huh.
And it was at 75 miles an hour. It was too swift. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh no. No.
And I woke up like, what just happened? Like, for real. Oh, my mama. That's another thing. So when y'all drove, here's something in the black family. My mom was NASCAR driver before there was NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean. This woman can put on makeup, smoke a cigarette, hold hot coffee, and fold papers and put rubber bands and throw them out the window all at the same time. Doing 15 miles an hour down the street. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
Mhm.
And
I feel like that's all moms. Like, you know what I mean? It's just moms can do a whole bunch of things all at once.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've seen some moms try to do things at once, and it's a disaster. She
Well.
did that to perfection. Perfection.
That-
Like, it was like 9 things that it was crazy. She had like 17 sides to her brain. It was crazy. I don't understand how she did that. But man, getting popped like that,
Yep.
and for like 10 miles.
Your brother? Oh.
Because where you gonna go? We still got 215 miles to go. Where you gonna go?
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna go?
Yep. That's funny.
I believe it was more embarrassing and anger than it was like pain, because as I grew
Right.
up, you know, being embarrassed by your mom,
Mm-hmm.
too many times, and it wasn't even on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose. I think it just happened.
Right. Yeah. It just happens. I mean, I won't bring up the embarrassing things, but like when you're a kid, you know what I mean? Your parents do certain things that it's just,
Yeah,
you don't want.
Yeah,
You
don't
could do
want,
that at home, but don't do that in front of my friends, you know?
Man.
But
Oh, the nicknames. Did you have nicknames?
like, I have a nickname.
Like,
From-
did everybody? Okay,
Yeah,
first of all,
no. Yeah, we all had nicknames.
let's not go there, because that's a good subject too. But let's just go to names.
Uh-huh.
Like, do Hispanic families have the like title to name all their kids something similar?
No.
I
know
beg to
your
differ.
family.
No, I beg to differ,
No.
because I know a Hispanic family that everybody is J.
Yeah, that's all new.
Every-
Like,
Everybody.
it's not.
Oh, these,
I mean,
these people are 50
no,
years.
I'm
40,
saying,
46.
yeah. But it's,
That ain't new.
I'm just saying, like, it's like that started to start happening, but it's not normal. Like, Hispanic families don't all, like, it started happening, but it's not. I mean, I would say it's an
it's not a
American
thing?
thing. Yeah, it's not a like it's not a thing in a lot of Latin families.
Okay, my family, we all the same.
I know. Yeah. I would say Black families, yeah. Because I work with families and you see all them names.
Who you need? You need Jamari or Jamarion? Which one you need?
Everything. they all Jamari, Jamarion, Jamaria.
Jamonte,
It all has to, yep.
Jamonte Arion,
That's not in Latin families.
Aqua
no.
Blue. Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
I'm sorry.
moving on. You got another one? You guys-
Nicknames.
Nicknames, yes. Yes, we do have nicknames.
Oh Lord.
But
Are we
they
gonna say these
kinda-
things on the air right now?
You don't say your nickname if you
No,
don't want
I
to.
don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
I mean, my nickname is the name I go off of this. That's my nickname.
True.
That's what my family called me. And for the longest time, I was embarrassed by it. Like, I hated people calling me that. I'm like, that's not my name. But now I'm like, it is my name.
See what happens when you bring it to light and then you make it something different. Like, everybody know you the girl Gigi. You know, it sounds clean, right? You're like, oh, shit,
Yeah,
what my
'cause my-
Starbucks? Hey, Gigi.
I still give my name for most things, but yeah.
I will never. No,
Never what?
I don't need to announce that at all. I'm not saying it. No,
Say my name?
no, so I'm not saying my name.
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm not
you don't
doing
have
that. My brother's name, my sister, no.
to.
Mm-mm.
So,
Nope.
moving on regarding, what were we on? Household or house items or like just house?
No, we were just
Just households in general, right? We were talking about like how it is. We talked about like
Yeah.
parents and then for us, Vicks Vapor Rub is the cure to all sicknesses. Everything.
Diamond Tap.
That's for you guys?
Diamond Tap. All day long.
Yeah.
Diamond Tap. Your stomach hurt, take some Diamond Tap. That's gonna make my stomach hurt even more. But you go to sleep though.
Mm-mm.
Robitussin.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't.
We didn't take
Mm-mm.
medicine. We just got rubbed down from head to toe with Vicks.
Rub it on the bottom of the foot, and then put a sock on the foot, and then the pneumonia will come out of the foot, Jose.
Medicine was like when you were dying. You get what I'm saying? But if you're getting sick, just put some Vicks, put it on the forehead, on the back, on the feet.
I remember I separated
on the
my
chest.
shoulder at playing sports. I still didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Still didn't go.
No, it's like when you have to be dying to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
In Hispanic families.
I mean, yeah.
It's for us, it's all home remedies. Like my mom, to this day, I still believe she cured my asthma with eucalyptus. I believe it.
Yeah,
I think she did.
believe it.
Like it was like baths in eucalyptus, like drinking eucalyptus tea. Like we would go cut eucalyptus from people's trees. Eucalyptus.
The thievery was real.
Yeah, man. You had to make sure that shoot. I had breathing problems.
Hey,
I
get it.
I mean,
I get it.
I still had to go and I had a breathing machine and all that. But I mean, eucalyptus saved the world.
It's natural, so it's all good. I mean,
it's all home remedies.
It ain't like Motor One oil mixed with Crisco, and be like, yeah, that's your antibacterial. that's your ointment. Put that on there. Yeah, you don't do. Yeah, nah.
So let's move on to like gatherings or parties. Okay.
Oh boy.
For Hispanics, let's start off with this. You go into a household, even if you don't know the people, you have to kiss everyone on the cheek. First of all, you have to say hi. I mean, you're gonna be in big trouble if you don't go in and say hi. That's number one thing.
No, so who do you go to first though? So since it's so big, who do you go to first? Do you go to like the hosts, or do you go to the grandparents? You know what I'm saying? Do you do by age?
Can't skip anyone though. You get what I'm saying? So if you're like going into the house and there's people like, you can't skip them. You just go through.
Oh, okay. So it's not like
you can't just go straight to like the host and then go back.
Can you give like the general hi?
You can, but
they're gonna look at you funny.
Yeah,
that's awkward.
And then your
right?
mom's like, go hug them, and you're like, I don't even know who that is. Hi. Like everyone's your tia and your tío, everyone's your cousin, and you've never met them before, but somehow they're related to you.
Yeah,
that's how it is in Hispanic families. And you just, I mean, your mom will yell at you because she'll tell you to go hug them. And
Black people, we ain't got time for all that. You walk into a house and you go, hey, everybody go, hey. Yeah, nope. And then move on.
No,
go back to spades, go back to dominoes,
right.
Go back to barbecue, go back to talking about somebody, and go back to eye gawking.
No, it don't matter if you're in the middle of the game or whatever you're doing, you still have to go and say hi. Say hi, everyone that comes in.
I get that.
And then it sucks when you have to leave, okay? Hispanics know. Your parents will be like, ya nos vamos. We're leaving. Okay, we're leaving. 2 hours later, we haven't left. Because everyone's saying bye. Oh, bye. Oh, my God, it was so good to see you. Bye. It's not just a bye. You have to have a full-on discussion, topics and everything to say bye. And you're the little kid that's waiting there like, but you get yelled at if you're not ready to go when your mom is ready to go.
We just dipped out. We would get yelled at for not dipping out quick enough. Because there's one stop. You go to the kitchen, because it's usually grandma or the host clean it up. You say, yeah, we're going to get up out of here, dog. It's getting late. And then you get the plastic plate. Get the with the foil paper. Don't fold it. Don't hold it on the sides because it's going to collapse. Don't do that. Always full hand on the bottom because it's heavy. And you say bye to them. And then you scurry to the door and keep it moving. I'm telling you, it's quick. Ain't no long elongated. And it's like sometimes
you don't say bye.
Oh yeah, you be like, all right, we out here, and everybody be like, oh, bye. Just like the intro, like, hey, bye.
Gotcha.
Just keep that shit moving, bro.
So I don't know how long your parties go, but Hispanic parties go until like 3 a.m.
Let me tell you something. I've been to Hispanic parties. That shit is crazy. Like, there's always the two crazy uncles or one drunk auntie and an uncle.
Always got a creepy tío.
And I'm not even talking about the creep. I'm talking about crazy.
Crazy too.
This fool drank 28 beers, and he's still he's still dancing. With and he's spinning in circles. No music. There's no music.
No, there's always music in my family.
The two times I went to a true Hispanic, the homie was like, bro, he always does that. 5 o'clock in the morning, still up.
Yep. The babies are asleep on the chairs. They're sleeping in the couch.
Oh yeah.
I saw this meme the other day. It was funny. It said, for Latin families, it said it's funny how parents used to keep you out till 3-4 a.m. when they used to party, but then expect you to have a curfew and be back home by 10. They're like, you taught me that. You taught me to be out that late.
True statement.
I was
True
like,
statement.
true. How do you expect me to be home if all I did was stay out till like 2, 3 in the morning when she went to parties? I'm just saying. But yeah,
true.
poor babies are always sleeping. It's like, oh, the baby's sleeping, and their mom's like still drinking.
And then,
Yeah, and then you gotta wake them up to leave every time.
Yo, the
Every
walk of
time.
shame, the wobblehead. And just
Every time.
his mouth open, flies and dirt flying in your mouth. The walk of shame. Oh man. Oh, and you mentioned the crazy uncle or the creepy uncle.
Yeah.
Hey, who is? Hey.
It's like, yeah.
Who's that?
Who's that? That's your granddaughter. It's kidding.
Is it? You sure?
That's your niece.
You know he creepy because you're gonna follow up that question. That's your granddaughter. Oh, you sure? Bruh, you keep the babies on the hip. I don't know. I'm just saying. There's always a creepy uncle.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
Always. Or the auntie who always want the lip kiss. Nah.
Ew.
Nah, man.
gross.
Lipstick all the way.
Ugh.
and shit.
Yep.
Come here and give me some sugar. You go for the cheek. Oh my Jesus. I cannot. There's always one. That's why we don't greet people with kisses, French.
Yeah.
No.
Gotcha.
Mm-mm.
No, we
my
don't
life.
kiss on the lip, but we have to kiss everyone
That's
on
my
the cheek.
point. Somebody don't get the memo, or somebody just don't care. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you black, you know what the hell I'm talking about. So stop it. Stop it right now.
So another thing, well, at least in a lot of people that I know in Latin cultures, we don't celebrate Christmas the way that Christmas is supposed to be celebrated. Like, oh, you wake up in the morning, open presents. Oh my God, Santa was here last night. Oh my God, there's presents now. No, we don't celebrate that way. You celebrate on the 24th, Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, you still wait until the 25th because that's the real birthday, right? That's real Jesus' birthday. But we open presents at midnight on the 25th.
I mean,
So you got to entertain the children all night because they have to stay up until 12 in order to open presents.
we was cooking. There was no time to be excited in our house. No time. Everything was getting cooked. Everything
For the next morning?
for the next day.
Yeah, no.
Mom
Our
was
party
up.
is all the 24th. So we cooking in the morning and then parties
Y'all-
at night.
Y'all have a party. We never party. I mean,
We have a
kind of partied. I mean, but it was. I mean, I just remember Mom cleaning greens. I'm peeling potatoes. Somebody is stirring the mac and cheese, getting that ready, and the morsel. See, you don't even know what a morsel is, do you?
No.
Morsels. Listen. So they're like brownies,
Mhm.
only not. They're a light color brownie, but they have actual chocolate chips of brownie in them. So they're shaped like brownies, but my mom called them morsels. I have no idea if that's the true name.
That
I
sounds
have
good.
no idea. It does. And when I say it was delicious, if the bottom wasn't crispied up because she forgot because she was pulling out her potatoes or something, ooh, the stomach ache was real. The stomach ache was real, boy. Let me tell you. Oh, the morsels. But no, we was cooking Christmas Eve, and they was getting drunk. So what's the drink? What's the Hispanic Christmas drink, like alcohol-wise?
It depends on which, I mean, like, because, like, Puerto Ricans, they got coquito. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, it depends on, I would say, like, Mexicans got, like, tequila. You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
depends on where you're from. I don't know if Salvadorians have a specific drink, to be honest with you.
You know what? Irk and Jerk. And that's that E&J brandy. Boy, let me tell you something. There was always a 64 ounce.
Mm.
That was part of the budget. That was in the budget.
Yeah.
Even though you couldn't get the remote control car, you couldn't get the Nintendo.
There was liquor.
64 ounces of
Dang.
Irk and Jerk. And I got, man, listen. Temptations Christmas album was always playing. I will never forget the first time I had E&J brandy. My mama said, "You want something to drink?" I said, "Yes." She poured me Coke and the Irk and Jerk.
How old were you?
I don't know. Maybe 11.
Yeah.
And
They
when I said
always give you
like
alcohol when you're
it
young.
was a full glass now, and I killed that glass. I don't think I woke up till like 10 o'clock the next morning.
You
Feeling
actually
bad.
liked it, or you just drank it?
I just
'cause,
drank it.
ugh.
I felt like an adult.
When I was given alcohol as a kid, I was like, ugh, nope. And then my dad was like, good, don't like this stuff.
I mean, it was gross, but I mean, I wasn't gonna waste it.
I mean, I didn't waste it.
There was
but
Coca-Cola in there. There was Coca-Cola. I was hated, boy. Oh man. So yeah, we always woke up early.
Yeah, no.
And mom just went to sleep and she coming in, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So, okay. So since we're on Christmas, right? So when you're giving out gifts to the babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you save the big gifts for last or do you just give them out?
It depends. It depends on how chaotic it is. Sometimes it's so chaotic that you're just like, here. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? There's sometimes you do wait to give the big gifts.
In our house, it was always the unattainable gift that just came out of nowhere. Oh, I ain't got the money to buy all that. That's too expensive. Tell me what else you want. You know, you'd get some of the things you want and you would be happy because if you weren't happy, all those gifts would disappear.
Right.
So be grateful no matter what. If you get a lump of coal, understand that you can put that in a fireplace and keep warm. You know, be grateful.
Did your parents give you coal?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, you know, you get socks or something like that, pajamas, underwear, draws in the black. We call them draws. They call them chonies. I know that. But you know, you get stuff like that, but then you'd get like games and things like that you ask for and stuff like that. And but you would always ask for the expensive thing and you're never gonna get it.
Right.
And then like after you're done and stuff like that, your mom sees kind of the disappointment on your face. Kinda. And then she tell you to go get something out the closet.
Oh,
She's slick.
Yeah,
You know, she's slick about
yeah,
it.
That's happened before.
Man, them Christmases is good, man. And but so that in itself teaches us to be very good liars.
I mean,
Like
you're
sell
already-
like sell the story. Like sell it. Just sell it. Like I can sell you something because at a young age, my mama taught me how to keep the face. You know what I'm saying? How to keep the face and be cool.
Yo, I
You
got
know
a
what I'm
story
saying?
about that. I got a story about that.
Like don't even miss a beat.
There was one time on a Christmas where an auntie gave me something and I was like, I made a face or I said something like I didn't like it. Never again. Yo, I got beat so hard for not being grateful. Never again. I was like, oh my God, it's so great. Thank you so much for this banana. Like,
And your
so amazing.
mom picked up on that, huh?
No. Well, I'm saying the time that I was like, I made the comment. I forgot what I just remember that I got in trouble and I got beat up. That was an accident. Ever since then, I was never ungrateful. I mean, I in my head, I'm like, this sucks. But you gotta put on a show. Like, this is the best gift I've ever received in my life.
So all the parents out there, you taught
Yeah.
everybody how to be great liars and be like, oh, thank you so much, without being condescending. Because when you're condescending, you get beat.
Yeah. I mean, I was straight up like, I don't like this gift. But that's why I got beat, because I was upset. I was young. I don't remember how old I was, but obviously I'm traumatized by the fact that I got beat.
I don't know.
So
though.
let's
That's
talk
what you
about
get.
traumatic experiences, okay? Speaking of like celebrations and parties, going back, a lot of children in Hispanic families are traumatized because their head is thrown into the cake every time. Stop. So, and y'all know, you always have, I mean, I don't know if any other culture
yeah.
does that. We always have to do that. It's always a thing. You have to like bite the cake and then everybody's like, oh yeah. And then you got half the cake on because your whole face was on it, right? So my story was someone decided to get an ice cream cake that was super frozen.
Oh.
And then they tell, oh yeah, bite the cake, you know, que lo muerda, que lo muerda. Let's just say there was blood at the end of that and a missing tooth. That's what happened to me. I have a traumatization with my mouth. He knows, like, my teeth are a big thing.
Yeah, she don't let nobody close. Like, nah.
Yo, I'm sure there's been a lot of children that had, like, you know what I mean? It's just because everyone's just like, blah. I'm sure, like, bloody noses. It happens, man. It's just a Latin thing.
Nah. First of all, we can't afford a cake that size to do all that.
It don't matter how big it was. You gotta bite it.
And even like my cakes were homemade. So I mean, you didn't go to Costco and stuff like that. I didn't have birthday parties. I didn't have none of that. I mean, I just had gatherings,
Yeah.
get-togethers and stuff like
Well,
that. But it
I
wasn't
mean,
no party.
No,
Like, my
well, we call
friends-
everything parties. Any get-together,
Yeah,
you have to understand. Any get-together that's just family getting together, that's a party.
Yeah, no, you mess with the cake, man. You gonna fight.
Oh, yeah, no. The cake is always
especially if it's a good one.
right.
Like his mama's chocolate cake, boy. Let me tell you, she would make the regular cake for everybody, but then she would make you your own. You know, so this is yours. Don't touch that boy's cake. That's his cake.
Yeah, no, it's tradition. You have to bite the cake.
Nah.
Yep, that's how it is. But look, I have a lot on here, but I'm gonna end it with this because him and I had a very deep conversation about this. There's always those shows, right? I grew up on like the shows like the Sábado Gigantes and like the Primer Impacto. Like, you know, you watch this as a child, right? So now
Can you like translate what that means to the people? Who
Primer
don't-
Impacto was like a news, but they like, it was like elevated news. Like they had the Chupacabra on there. I don't know if you ever heard of
Oh.
Chupacabra. It's like Bigfoot and Hispanic. You know what I mean? Like what kind of news station is talking about get Bigfoot? Primer Impacto was. I'm just kidding. It's just like super exaggerated. And then Sábado Gigantes, like Don Francisco, it's like the thing every Saturday. You have to watch that.
So
All
was
of
that-
y'all know.
So let me ask you a question because I had like the Spanish channel. Everybody had the Spanish channel.
Mhm.
Was it like that guy that'd be like contexto comunicativo? That guy?
No.
And it came like he would do the night like he would like totally like he was like the caster, the news guy.
No, he's not a news guy. He just hosts a
Oh.
I would say it's like a SNL.
Oh, so like
But it's not skits or anything. It's just him, and he has like different people on there, and then like there
okay.
would be games and stuff. Yo, it's just
Okay.
Sábado Gigante. But the recent one, this wasn't when I was growing up, but it's just hit me in my life now. Is the court shows, and I know you know because they're in English too. But there's this court show in Spanish called Caso Cerrado. Your grandma believes everything she sees on this thing. Okay, I've gotten into heated conversations with my family of the fact that I'm like, yo, they're actors. It's not real. But no, you can't tell grandma otherwise.
Oh my God, that
Everything
was-
on there is real.
That was the people's court, bro. Down. Down. And the ball security dude, come on.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody ever noticed that the dude didn't even have a gun on, so he wasn't even like.
Yeah. I mean, people don't, they
don't-
think
they
that that's
don't.
how court is really run. That's
It's
my
like-
thing.
So it was soap operas and stuff. So it was
Yes.
like All My Children,
Oh,
One Life,
telenovelas for us all day.
One
Every
Life
night.
to Win, Live. I mean, you name it.
Yep.
And that was just like, what happened? Oh my God! Right, you better not go.
Hell no.
Don't come in here while I'm watching my stories.
No, we had to watch them. Like as a child, my understanding of a love was through telenovelas. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's Hispanic. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's all about. It's a Hispanic culture. It's
Yeah.
all about love.
yeah,
And it's a hot.
we had to watch them with the parents.
Embarrassing, not Rico Suave. I was gonna say it, but that's not even close to what they're talking about. Telenovelas. I mean, they had like what I wish I would have been more into it because they had some fine ass women in them shows. Like fine, like damn. Like, can they really wear that? Is that okay? Is that?
They're filmed in other countries.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yo, flip back to Univision.
Oh,
Flip back to channel 13 because that's what it was.
really? Mine was 15.
13.
15 and 9. 9 was Telemundo.
Contexto comunicativo.
I think I
Una
don't,
visión.
Univision, yeah. Yep, that's 15.
Yo. I
But
can't.
look, do you have anything else you want to add? Because I'm
Man,
like,
we can-
there's so many. We could be here
could be
all.
here
We could do 2 episodes on this thing because there's so
straight
much.
up. Straight up.
There's so much, but
I mean, like, why don't you guys shoot us some comments on like some of the things that you like in whatever culture you are. You can be
Yeah.
black, Indian, and don't get me wrong. Like I said at the beginning, I have friends that are in different cultures that it was like complete culture shock, like going to somebody's house, like an Asian culture, and you have to take your shoes off.
well, yeah.
And I mean, as a black kid, we only had like 8 pair of socks a year.
Oh,
So
you
you
were
take
all
your-
embarrassed.
Because you had holes in your sock.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because
It is
you,
what it
you know, you
is.
play sports and stuff like that. I mean,
Is what it
but
is.
having to take your shoes off in somebody's house or like, I don't know, it's freaky stuff, man.
You stop. You
It is
can't
freaky
say that.
stuff because like you could be in the house and then like the way they call you for dinner
Yeah.
or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have like black family like dinner. Go find it. Go get it. Go sit somewhere. Not at the table.
No, we said
You know what I'm saying? Eating cereal out of the trough. The trough. Oh my gosh, the trough. Not even a cereal bowl. It was a glass bowl about this big, about that deep. And I used to fill that some bitch with like Captain Crunch, the fake Captain Crunch, the Captain Munch or whatever it's called, and milk. I swear I would use like a quarter gallon of milk in that bitch.
Dang.
That was breakfast in a trough.
You're like, boy, you better go get you a trough of cereal. You're hungry.
A trough.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I mean,
Big man.
big dude, man.
Yo,
but I'm telling you,
big
man.
kid.
So if y'all got some other stuff that I'm sure we missed, some very key.
Oh
things.
yeah.
I mean,
I had a whole list, but
you know,
it's gonna be
how you
forever.
gonna be raised and all that kind of stuff. What would you do and what your parents did and were you told and stuff like that. Like seatbelts was not a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know.
My mom still doesn't wear a seatbelt to this day.
Yeah,
Pisses
I
me
can.
off.
Yeah, but I'm just
But
saying.
yeah.
shoot us some comments on that, man, and then like, just like, actually, would be cool if you get on Facebook or something like that, you can just live it or something like that. But like, hey, I remember this, or give us your stories and stuff like that. We'd love to hear from you guys. Love to see you guys too, see who's listening, who's not. I mean, it don't even matter because we're doing this. We're having fun now. I like it.
Yeah.
I like to do this. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So what do we call it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out. I think it's growing up in an ethnic household.
Yep.
Whatever, bro.
Latino and black household, man.
Latino and black.
All
Órale, vato.
right, yo.
All right, y'all.
Well, we'll catch you on the next one. We appreciate you guys.
All right, this your boy L Boogie and GiGi from New School Technique, Old School Critique. We out of here.
Peace.